Just as I am getting myself psyched up for video versions of Probably True, YouTube decides that any swearing anywhere in videos is bad, as is talking about spicy fun things like what I do. Because of course they flipping well did. Flip them all. And flip me too, I guess. Since I have no intention of stopping talking about sexy, silly, filthy, funny stuff, I'm just going to have to get a little bit creative up in here. And when I really want to use a spicy word, I'll just have to censor it, like this. Fuck my hair in with your big fat d***, you filthy fucking s**t. I'm such a child. Don't worry though, Patreon supporters can get access to the uncensored version, so if you really do want to hear me talk like the sailors in the queue outside your mum's house, just go to patreon.com/probablytrue and sign up. Also, you get extra material and bonus stuff and things like that. And stickers. Everyone gets stickers. Gotta love the stickers. Or, I suppose if you really just wanted to hear the swears, you could listen to the podcast without the video, because other podcatchers and Spotify and stuff like that don't care if I swear. Up to you. I mean, obviously, money please, but you do you, babes. Before we get started, this might not be the best episode to listen to if you're eating. Just saying. Right. Sprinkles. This is Probably True. Please be aware that the following contains strong language and adult themes. It would be boring without them. I don't think I've managed to get across on here quite how much I enjoy eating a really nice, ripe peach. It's fantastic. It's one of my favourite things to do. In fact, I could trip and fall face first into a lovely pert flesh cushion and just spend the whole day just motorboating around in there, just lovely. Cannot get enough. I don't remember when this first became a thing for me. I don't think it was a particularly early discovery, which is probably for the best, really. I remember when I was a teenager only having a nodding acquaintance with the world of personal grooming, and even the notion of anyone fighting their way through the bramble patch in the backyard would be no, God no. And I can't imagine any other teenagers were better at personal grooming than I was. Which actually brings me to my first point. Hygiene. Seriously. If you want me to interact with parts of your body, make sure that they are clean and welcoming beforehand. I know some people prefer things au naturel, and believe me, we will talk about that in the future. But generally, make sure everything is nice and presentable before you present it. Honestly, as someone who spent plenty of time singing into the Devil's Canyon, playing the cheeky trombone, I can say with certainty that there should most definitely be a rating system for these things. Not like a Yelp review, although, you know, that would be fun. There's plenty of crap shags out there. It'd be nice to be able to weed them out just by checking a website. I'd like to think I'd be about a 4.8, you know, not quite a 5, still a little bit of work to do, but a pretty solid 4.5 at least. Anyway, the rating, I mean, is the kind of one that you get after the official inspector's been round. The one that means that your favourite 2am kebab shop legally has to put their 1-star review in the window, so, just as a warning, so that everyone knows that they might catch something if they eat there. Like that, but for bums. There has been more than one occasion when I've woken up feeling like I've got a cold or something coming on. The morning after, I've been going at it and thinking, something's not quite right here. Like when you eat hummus and it's a few days old and it's not yet properly fizzy, but it's certainly got a tang to it. And you have to decide in the moment if you're going to say, I'm sure it'll be fine. Besides, I really want a carrot stick. And then eat it anyway, or if you're gonna go to all the trouble of getting up, getting dressed, going to the shop and buying some new clean hummus just to eat your crudités. And I think we all know where we're going to stick that carrot, don't we? As a pro tip, to avoid that kind of situation, While things are proceeding, but you're not quite at that point, a licked finger doing a bit of a recce is the best way forward. Not inside, you don't have to get knuckle deep, but just moisten a finger and then ring their doorbell. Knock on their back door. And if it passes the sniff test, go for it. If not, either skip that particular course in your sexual meal or send them off to the showers to get scrubbed down. This actually is one of the good things about making special friends in the showers at the gym. You're already in there, so you're more or less helping each other get clean while doing things. So everyone's a winner. Although, actually, don't try to eat ass in the shower. You will drown. It's like a hairy waterboarding. Not a good idea. And as much as I love being nose deep, smelling the roses in someone's garden, if you will, it's not all fun and games. I remember one time I had a grinder round. We were having a lovely evening watching Moana, and then we started getting sexy. Afterwards, as I was, hosing him down and loosening the clamps, he said, and this is verbatim, "Oh, you found my hemorrhoid. It was so hot when you played with it." And the first thing that came into my head, because we'd been watching Moana, was Dwayne Rock the Johnson's song where he sings, "What can I say except you're welcome?" Although my version was slightly different to what Dwayne the Johnson Rock was singing. My version went, "What can I say except..." For the record, I had not been looking for it. I didn't realise I'd found it. The thing about picnicking on the Hellmouth is that you famously can't really do it and look at it at the same time. This is for the best. There's nothing sexy about making eye contact with Sauron. Not in person, and definitely not in photos, seriously, unless someone literally says to you, "Please send me photos of your tradesman's entrance." Don't. Just assume they don't want to see it. In this case, I was just doing what I always do, and apparently having my tongue doing to his grape what a boxer does to a speed bag was the best way to go. It's probably best that I didn't see it or notice, to be honest, because I'd have panicked and not known what to do. There's no point in announcing it because I'm sure he's very aware that it's there, and I don't want him to get awkward or uncomfortable while he's riding my face. I'd probably have just tried to eat around it like you would if you found a boiled egg in an otherwise delightful trifle. Anyway, back to tossing salad in general. It is great. Everyone should try it. I know some people who are scared to try it in case they fart in the dude's face or something, and yes, obviously, don't do that. Unless it has been very specifically requested, yeah, don't do that. But that always confused me a little bit. Do farts take you by surprise? Can you not feel them coming? Are you so raddled and baggy that they just kind of flop their way out without you realising? Assuming that you are not some kind of fuck puppet, and the elastic still has plenty of spring in it, if you get my drift, then I am very much in favour of getting your balloon knot twiddled. I've known guys say things like, "Oh yeah, no, it just the idea of it just doesn't really appeal to me." Ooh. Have a moment of bravery and go to eyes crossed shouting into a pillow within a couple of minutes. Not to brag, but I once actually made a guy just by orbiting his event horizon. Actually, thinking about that particular instance, that was a bit of a relief to relieve him just by tickling his fancy, as he was super hot, and I was worried that when we did get down to the actual I was only going to last a couple of seconds. Anyway, yes, give it a go. You might discover a whole new hobby. It is fun. It's fantastic. If you're not sure how to go about it, my favourite arrangement is to be on my back with my opponent on their knees, and then I can kind of slide mechanic style underneath them to inspect their undercarriage. And then while I'm doing my thing, they can be sitting up enjoying it, or if they want to give back and make it a bit more reciprocal, they can lean forward and have a go on my adventure play area at the same time. Everyone's a winner. And I do want to stress that it isn't always the end goal. It's certainly not the only way to have a very satisfying time with people, and Putting things in places isn't always the be-all and end-all. That said, if you are planning on getting up in there, eating some first can really help things along, because it helps to relax the area. So if, as a bottom, you have trust issues and have trouble opening up to new people, as it very much were, first of all, I feel you. There are plenty of very bad tops out there. But also, think of it like you're introducing your dog to your new boyfriend. Get the boyfriend on his knees, and while he's down there, they can introduce themselves, get to know one another. It's important that they get along in this relationship, so a bit of quality time together is a good way to start, you know? To switch metaphors one more time, think back to a lesson we all learned as teenagers. It doesn't matter how hard you try. If the doorman doesn't like you, you're not getting into the nightclub. That was probably true. The LGBTQ plus storytelling project created to remind all of our queer siblings that we are none of us alone. If you liked it, then comment, share, subscribe, and join the Patreon. Or just tell all your friends. If you didn't like it, tell me. Come at me, bro.